Welcome to the September channel update. And I've been revisiting the Arduino Mega project for the LCC, getting ready for when I make my mimic panels or possibly do some scenic lighting. So I'm going to give you a quick update on the Arduino Mega that I shown back in April. So when I found this product from Dymo, I thought this was going to be an excellent solution for me. But it turned out there's an issue with pin 21, which I wanted to be able to use for I2C. But again, having corresponded with Dymo, I've not got any further with this, so I'm going to be using a standard Arduino Mega and a standard sensor shield in the future. So in the GitHub repository, you'll notice now in the examples, yesterday I basically uploaded a couple of Arduino Mega programs. Now, at the moment, we've got basically here 5 different nodes available, and I think these are going to work out quite handy, and I'll show you each one of these, what I've done up to now and what they can do. Now, you will notice some of them have a no CAN, and then obviously these are going to be mainly used as CAN bus modules on my layout. So the first one we're going to take a look at is the AVR Mega 63 input. So when we go into the configuration dialog, so this one here you can see got 63 inputs, which are represented from here, from input 1 all the way up to input 63. Now, input 1 really starts pin 3 and then goes up to pin 49, then A0 to A15. I will show that in a little sketch later on so you can see it. But we can alter the descriptions here. So you could change it from input 1 if you wish and just put pin 3. Now, as it's a producer node, obviously it's only ever going to create one event. It's either going to be an on event or an off event. So we've got a number of things we can choose here. So none, input, input inverted, input with pull-up, input with pull-up inverted, toggle, and toggle with pull-ups. Obviously, as previous, we've been able to make a delay and an on delay. So these I think are going to be handy for the likes of my block detections or for throwing turnouts or setting routes. So that's one node. Obviously, once you've got this set up the way you wanted it, you can make a sensor that'll show up in JMRI. As I say, I am keen to use JMRI, so that will be handy for me. Obviously, you can use these without JMRI once you've configured them if you want. So I'm now going to show the Arduino Mega 63 outputs. So we'll open this one in the configuration. Now this one's a little bit more complex. Now, obviously this is a consumer node. So what I've done here is we've actually got 190 actions available to us. So by doing this, here we've got actions from 1 to 10. But what we can do is we can choose the pin numbers, so which pin we want to make react to a certain event. Now I've sort of give you this as an option where you can have 3 events per pin. Now some you might want 5 and some you might only want 1 or 2. That's up to you. But that's why we've got all these different actions. So here you can see it's selected as pin 3. And in this case, I want when it sees the event that's been taught to it. So you've got this event number here, but you can copy and paste from another node into here. And that would then create the what I would call the off event or low. But we have got a number of other options that you can choose, like high, flash, double strobe, random, or fire. Obviously with the fire, you chose pin 3 here, so pin 4 would be automatically chosen for the second LED to get different light or the different LEDs flashing. So this one here, so you might have for action 1 as a low and action 2 as a high. So when you first bring this node in from GitHub, you'll notice we've sort of set it up with the different values that you might want to use. So here for a flash, this is a set of 10. So, you're talking quite a rapid flash. Then we've got here, which is the double strobe. So here you can see we've got the duration as 2 and the rate at 10. Now, you'd need to make a note of these because as you move into these higher numbers, these values haven't been put in. But there's nothing stopping you from changing these values if you wish to do so. And finally, we've got the AVR Mega 48 input and output. So we'll go into this node, we'll look in configuration. Now this has been split up into 6 groups. Now each group has got basically 8 input or 8 outputs. So the first ones is pins 3 to 10. And this is like the original sketch you've seen where it was the 2 servo 8 IOs where we allow you to change the description. So obviously it'll then say if you put pin 3, it would say pin 3 up here. And then we've just got a few limited choices down here, which is input inverter, pull-ups, toggles, outputs, output PBs. Now this was the sketch or the example that you've seen when I showed how you could create a level crossing by using different times and all that. So this one again, it's limited. You can only teach the output to act as one event or to one event. But in the future, I'm planning to make a slight change to it where I might make it so you've got 30 pins as inputs and 30 pins as outputs, and look at splitting the segments up. So you'd have one that would be the segment for the input and one for the segment for the output, and that would use actions to allow you to teach multiple events to that output channel. So hopefully this is showing the way we are going with it. I say these are early days, still in testing, but hopefully this is showing you what we can do.